Could not have been more perfect timing. It happened on the day that the late, great Broncos Demaryius Thomas was inducted into the Ring of Fame.
Yeah, it was a special day all around. 9 News reporter Rhea Jha joins us now. And Rhea, you certainly heard from fans after this insane game.
Yeah, the fans who actually stayed out through the fourth quarter, those fans said no one saw this coming. By the fourth quarter, some people were heading to the exits thinking this game was done. But then, as you said, it was one of the wildest finishes in Bronco history. And the day they were honoring Demaryius Thomas, fans said it was like he was there with them.
A bunch of people left and they should have stayed, but it just like everyone thought the game was over until it wasn't. DT pushed the extra point so we could win.
And you saw that kid was also wearing DT's jersey. So what an amazing game to be at. It was also alumni weekend with several Super Bowl 50 champions coming back in the stands to watch. So safe to say Bo Nix and the young Broncos team didn't want to lose in front of them. Instead, they delivered a win for the ages, their fourth straight victory, and maybe their most unbelievable yet. We'll have more on DT's Ring of Fame induction ceremony coming up on sports and on Broncos tonight at 10:35. Kim and Phil.
Right, thanks, Rhea.
That young man is right.
You bet.
All right, in college football, CSU's head coach is out tonight. Different outcome. Jay Norvell was let go today, halfway through the season.
Yeah, the school announced Tyson Summers, the defensive coordinator, is going to step in as interim coach while they launch a nationwide search for their next head coach. 9 News reporter Rachel Krause takes us to Fort Collins.
CSU fired their football coach today, so we're on a mission to see, does Fort Collins have any football fans left? Any chance you're CSU Rams fans?
Finding Rams fans was easier said than done.
Could we talk to you about them firing their football coach?
Thanks in part to their 2-5 record so far this year.
Are you a CSU Rams fan by chance? You're wearing the Rams outfit!
After last night's big loss to Hawaii in front of a record crowd for homecoming, CSU gave head coach Jay Norvell the boot.
I completely saw it coming. We've been waiting on that. We have the worst football team. And
pretty happy about it.
Justice Sloan and Jonas Starnchek are CSU seniors, and Rams fans, even a few of their friends are left on the bandwagon.
You could go up to anybody right now and be like, oh yeah, go Rams, I guess, but who cares? We suck.
Justice and Jonas say Norvell's record has spread apathy rather than excitement for the team.
I mean, the game yesterday was pretty packed, obviously, because it's Parents' Weekend.
Yeah.
But
no, nobody cares about our football program anymore. It's completely oblivious. Who cares?
With CSU next year set to join the Pac-12 conference, there's a fresh start for the football program on the horizon, and they're holding out hope for what CSU finds in its future coach.
I just win a football game. That's all I care about.
The few Rams fans we found hope that whoever they hire next will have what it takes to turn things around by next season. In Fort Collins, Rachel Krause, 9 News.
XL is not planning to preemptively cut power tomorrow. That is the good news. The utility initially warned today they may need to do that because of wildfire risk. XL is still, though, warning people in Adams, Arapahoe, Boulder, Jefferson, Larimer, and East Denver counties to prepare for weather-related outages, adding they could last for extended periods of time. 9 News Chief Meteorologist Kathy Sabin is here with a closer look at why they were so concerned, Kathy.
Phil, Kim, as you both know, fire season is year-round here in Colorado. And when you have a powerful storm coming in like the one we have coming in tonight that could produce winds to 50 and 60 miles per hour, drop humidity levels to 10 and 12%, and it's so very dry out there. A critical fire weather scenario is setting up for our Monday. It's calm out there right now, and we had a glorious Broncos sunset tonight. Temperatures are comfortable after a day with highs near 80. We started at 28 and warmed to 77. Still nice out there this evening, but change is coming with the arrival of a system that's already generating wind in the foothills to 20 and 30 miles per hour. Red flag warning goes out tomorrow from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Denver and eastern Colorado due to the wind, the high fire danger, and just how extremely dry it will be. It's a fast-moving system coming in from the northwest. Might even bring a little bit of mountain snow overnight. Not much to show you on the radar as of yet, but 2-3 o'clock in the morning, We're going to start to see some of that moisture fill in the northern Front Range foothills and northern mountains. Denver stays dry, but the wind will be the big story along with the fire weather. We'll look for temperatures in the 50s for the next couple hours. Weather headlines include light northern mountain snow tonight. Details on that. A critical fire weather day on Monday and a lot of wind coming in. The timing and impact of this next weather change is just ahead.
Tonight, we have learned 2 people were killed when their small plane crashed at Erie Municipal Airport. Mountain View Fire Rescue says there was some sort of mishap with the single-engine plane. It ended up crashing into a field on the east side of the runway today. The FAA and NTSB are investigating what could have caused that crash.
The NTSB is working to figure out how a United Airlines plane that took off from DIA ended up with a cracked windshield. While the agency just posted about it today, they say this happened last Thursday morning. The Boeing 737-8 with 134 passengers and 6 crew members on board was headed to LA. The windshield in the cockpit cracked as the plane was near Moab, Utah. The pilots were able to land the plane safely in Salt Lake City. United says the passengers got to LA later that day on another flight. The airline points out the windshield has several layers and it's designed to function safely in case a layer is damaged. The windshield was sent off to an NTSB lab for testing.
More than a dozen people face charges related to yesterday's No Kings protest in Denver, but it's important to note that this is a very small fraction of the people who turned out. Organizers estimate about 25,000 to 30,000 people filled the front lawn of the Colorado State Capitol before marching through the streets of Denver. Denver police say the people who were arrested face charges including destruction of public property, disobedience, interference, and resisting arrest.
The fragile ceasefire between Israel and Hamas is facing its first major test. Today, Israeli forces launched a wave of deadly strikes on Gaza after claiming Hamas killed 2 of their soldiers. Israel also halted the flow of aid into the war-torn region. Israel later said they resumed enforcing the ceasefire and aid deliveries would pick back up tomorrow. A little over a week has now passed since the start of the U.S. proposed ceasefire that saw the release of 20 living Israeli hostages. In return, Israel released 250 prisoners and more than 1,700 Palestinians who were detained without charges. As a result of the tenuous ceasefire, Colorado's Jewish community is dealing with complicated emotions.
People came together tonight to celebrate the release of the 20 living hostages. Some of them gathered tonight at Temple Emmanuel in Denver. That includes several members of the Run for Their Lives who were attacked on Pearl Street. You remember the Pearl Street Mall in Boulder earlier this year. One of the organizers said tonight their resolve to walk together in solidarity and to lean on one another has only gotten stronger over the last few months.
I think the community is very connected to what's happening in Israel. It became even stronger after the attack on June 1st in Boulder. This is a theme that we have here, this celebration and joy of the release of the hostages, but at the same time there's a lot of grief and sadness of the past 2 years.
This wasn't the only gathering, of course, today to mark the return of the 20 living hostages. People also came together today in Wash Park. At both events, organizers told us Run for Their Lives isn't done. They plan to continue holding events calling for the return to Israel of all hostages who've died.